Hello there. Good afternoon. Meteorologist Shawn Cable here with a quick update on the severe weather situation that we are looking forward to here this afternoon. Strong to severe thunderstorms are likely, hail and wind, and potentially an isolated tornado will be possible with any storms that develop, although the best chance for severe storms and tornadoes will be to our south of U.S. Highway 20, which is down around Storm Lake and Fort Dodge, and toward Omaha and Des Moines. That's actually where the best chance for severe thunderstorms will be later today. That said, we still have a good shot at a few strong to severe thunderstorms across southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. I want to talk about the risks. The major risk is going to be large hail. You can see that we are kind of in that medium area here across much of southern Minnesota. Ping pong ball hail, definitely possible. Once you get down into the area here with the diagonal lines, that's where we are more likely to see perhaps a golf ball size or larger hail. Maybe one or two storm cells could produce some of that larger hail. So we'll be keeping an eye on that potential here through the day as well. Tornado risk, definitely highest down south around Omaha, Lincoln, Nebraska, along the I-80 corridor to Des Moines, and especially along and south of U.S. Highway 20. But there is potential for an isolated, weak tornado across southern Minnesota, northern Iowa. The tornado potential does increase ever so slightly as you go south, especially south of I-90 and U.S. Highway 18 from Spencer to Algona to Mason City and Fort Dodge. But again, an isolated tornado is possible here later today. Damaging straight-line wind gusts also a possibility, but more of a secondary threat, but definitely something we will be keeping a close eye on here. I want to take you through it hour by hour as we go through the afternoon. Here we are at 2 o'clock, and this could change. It all depends on where the storms initiate, but we're expecting development here probably 2 to 3 o'clock across southwestern Minnesota, northwestern Iowa, and then everything will continue to develop and evolve as we move through the afternoon. By 3 o'clock, let's go to 4 o'clock. You can see everything starting to move to New Ulm toward Mankato. I'm thinking Mankato 4 to 5 o'clock-ish, depending on when these storms initiate. And then as we roll into the evening, notice how the line will continue to develop down into Iowa. And this is where we're going to have some of the best heating and moisture. And so these storms, especially ones that can get away from the main line of thunderstorms, when you have a line of thunderstorms, everything's competing for energy and moisture and all that stuff. But if you get a couple of isolated individual cells that pop up, those can quickly become strong to severe and have an even better chance at perhaps producing some large hail or even a tornado. So we're going to be watching for those as well. 7 o'clock, as we go through the evening, everything eventually moves out and exits west to east. I think most of our KEYC News Now coverage area will be over and done with by about 10 o'clock-ish. Everything should start to wrap up as it moves off to the east. After that, it's just going to be cool and kind of cloudy as we head into tomorrow. Highs today in the 70s, some places close to 80. And, of course, where we have these warm temperatures, that heat is going to help provide fuel for these thunderstorms. And as we look here for tomorrow's forecast, a whole different thing. We're going to be back in the 50s tomorrow behind that front. Temperatures will definitely drop. And then as we head to the Easter weekend, we are keeping an eye on a system that's going to actually move to our southeast that could bring some showers later on Easter Sunday. I know this thunderstorm here might be freak you out a little bit, but don't. Most of Easter Sunday, I think at this point, is going to be nice. Later in the afternoon into the evening, we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms, and that rain could linger into Monday morning a bit, but it all depends on how far north that system to our south tracks. Right now, I think the best chance of rain will be along and east of I-35. Definitely something that we will be closely watching. And that's what's going on. Stay with us for updates. We'll be here keeping an eye on things, and keep your First Alert app handy today, because that is going to be your best way to get updates and information from the weather team. All of the warnings, advisories that may come out, will be here with the very latest. So stay with us and be safe. That's it for now. Have a great day.